equations. In this case, I'm talking about equations involving hyperbolic functions. I hope you notice here that, like the other day I said, the idea of inverse is the one which makes equations to be solved, isn't it? So I couldn't have talked about the equations before I talked about the inverse of these functions. So let's get something more or less like this. We are told here that cosh hyperbolic of x is equals to 5 over 4. 5 over 4. Now, what do we want here? As usually, we want x equals 2. We want to see x being equal to a number there. Then, because x is under cosh hyperbolic, we need to call cosh hyperbolic second function. So, simplest thing to do is to say cosh hyperbolic second function of cosh hyperbolic x equals to cosh hyperbolic second function of 5 over 4. What's going to happen here? Identity function, isn't it? Is that so? What should you get here? X. So get here x. Then we've got cosh hyperbolic second function 5 over 2. That is the answer. The only thing what I can do now, if I want now to evaluate it and give it in decimal form, then I need to go and get the expression for cosh hyperbolic. That one we didn't discuss, but it's there in the book, in this book. But after discussing the sign hyperbolic one, I think this makes sense. I actually mentioned it that this is equals to, I'm talking about this function y, cosh hyperbolic second function of x. This is equals to ln of x plus, they don't put plus or minus this thing for some reason, but I think you can ignore that minus anyway. So then we've got here x squared minus 1, that. Then I think you can see here x must be greater or equals to 1, because if it's not, like if it's half, we're going to have a square root of minus number, then that's going to create a problem. So that's why I'm saying that you must reflect on the domain of this thing. Then once you've got that, this is not to discuss this thing. Once you've got that, now you know what to do here. Then you come here and say ln of 5 over 4 plus square root of 25 over 16 minus 16 over 16. Are we together? What is 25 minus 16? 9. So we put this thing as ln 5 over 4 plus 9 over 16 under the square root. Then we evaluate that. What we're going to get? 3 over 4. 3 over 4 plus 5 over 4. Then you get ln of 8 over 4, which is 2, isn't it? Ln of 2. Then what can you do? You can punch your calculator. Ln of 2, you definitely get a decimal number here. Then depending on what decimal places you need to put that number is what you are supposed to fill in there. Are we together, guys? Yeah. Check. Maybe also let me mention here that since you're going to, I mean the expression for sine hyperbolic we've got it. The one for tan hyperbolic, let's say y is equal to tan hyperbolic second function of x. This is equal to ln half. Also it's ln, let's say just say ln brackets the 1 plus x over 1 minus x, all this over 2. And I think you can see there that x must be between minus 1 and 1. That's the domain of that. So you will use this expression if you want to eventually get to decimal numbers when you're solving these equations. Are we together, guys? So I'm not going to be able to copy these exercises for you for now. But for now, if you go to that book, I just want you to attempt question number 80. Question number 80 and the question number 83 only. The rest, they involve identities. We're still going to discuss identities. You cannot do that. Otherwise, thank you for listening.